Hey everybody, welcome to Into the Dark live with Riverside, Iowa Paranormal. We're live here on the Spirit Realm Network. We have a lot of people already jumping in. This is awesome.
I love it.
Tonight, we are live from the beautiful McInteer Villa in Atchison, Kansas. We got all sorts of guests tonight. We got all sorts of people to play with and have fun with. We have some special things we're going to be doing later on. But before we do, I want to send a shout out to all the active duty, reservists, National Guard, and retired members of the United States military. Thank you for everything you do each and every day. Thank you for everything you've done to keep us safe. We also want to throw a shout out to the family members of all those people left behind. Those guys don't get the credit they deserve. The husbands, the wives, the moms, the dads, the daughters, the sons, everyone. Thank you for everything you guys do to keep the home fires burning. And everybody that's out there still serving, keep your heads down. Come home to your family. Thank you very much.
And let's not forget, we want to thank all the first responders out there. They also have to leave home, and some of their family members never know if they're going to make it back. So we want to thank everybody for their services, both families and ones who are serving. And big shout out, thank you. And we are very honored to say every week.
And also, we'd like to thank everyone, all of our Facebook families, for joining us tonight and any other night that we do this. Thank you.
So, how the heck have you guys been?
It's been
It's been
awesome.
awesome. We have some awesome people here with us tonight.
Oh, yes, we do.
So, Michelle, you want to do some intro?
Yeah, so, every week we do a shout out to how our team or our family has expanded. Like we've been adopting, puppies. Strays, right? And we're always doing a shout out. We say Melissa, we say Jamie, and we have Christina who can't join us tonight.
Yeah. Get better, Christina.
We have Dom and Dana, we have Brittany, and then, we have some other groups. We also have Rhonda. Yeah. So part of our Kansas City group, we got Melissa, we have Jamie, and we have Rhonda.
Oh.
And we just want everybody to give them a big shout out. They actually will be taking care of some parts of Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas City or Kansas area, and Missouri. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's
And
correct.
wherever else we send them.
Pretty much. And if the van has room, as long as they bring snacks.
And they bring snacks. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, everybody's got the snacks.
They have snacks for snacks.
Yeah,
Okay,
our
yeah.
cart
Just in
looks
case
like-
there's.
our
Just in
cart
case
looks
there's.
like a 6-year-old unsupervised with $100 bill.
We want to say hi to everybody out there. We want to say hi to Wayne and Keena. Hi,
Tristan.
What up, T?
Hey, T. Sending you love, honey.
Hi, Wendy.
Steve, Wendy, Drew, Chris. Thank you for joining
Oh,
us.
yeah.
And we'll keep saying hi to folks as we get them. We also will have Jamie and Melissa, and I believe Drew. We'll be also helping with comments tonight, right?
Yeah.
So if there are questions out there, if we don't get to them, they will actually try to help answer it too. If it's something that needs more detail, they'll help you get onto the messenger. So
For the last 24 hours,
yeah,
we have been at an awesome location. We've been down here in Atchison, Kansas at the McInteer Villa. And if y'all never been here before, check this out. This place is one of the coolest places we've actually ever been. And they're our sponsor. So what more could we want for that? We are having so much fun with these guys. This house is amazing just to, number one, be in. Just the history behind this house, everything that's been going on. So if y'all would help me out with a big
everybody get a thumbs up, clapping.
ladies and gentlemen.
It is Stephanie and Jeff. Yay!
Yay!
So the McInteer
Welcome,
Villa.
guys.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Well,
Good.
so, okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Thank you. As we're moving on, no, I'm joking.
Next. No, just kidding.
We always talk about you guys. Thank you for being our
Okay, that's
sponsors.
good.
It depends on what Saturday.
Yeah.
But we wanted you guys to come and talk about this place. I mean, there's only so much we can say. And I think people miss a lot of this. And so we just had some questions we'd like to ask you guys. And I know a lot of other folks will want to ask questions too. So we'll kind of get started on that because I don't want to waste any time because I don't want anybody missing this. The only thing I will say tonight, guys, while you're watching this, if you guys get on any of the links to get tickets to book a night here or just an investigation, they can do either one, right?
Right, yes.
You'll get free t-shirt from the McInteer.
Yes.
And also from us. The links are actually, they're great t-shirts. Actually, they're really nice. There's the links. Just click on the link. It will actually, that will help you guys get those. But you've got to get on there and make sure when you talk to them about the tickets that you've seen it on this slide so we can make sure you get your free t-shirts because you don't want to leave the place without it.
That's right.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's get into some of this.
Okay. When did you guys purchase this home?
We purchased January 2018, so a little over a year and a half ago.
Wow.
Yes.
It seems longer.
It does. It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Yeah.
And we're not here. No, it just does. It seems like
It does.
it's been that way.
We've noticed that you've done renovations. How much in here have you done renovations? I mean, is it the whole house or is it just certain rooms?
Quite a bit. I mean, when we purchased the house, it simply was completely empty.
Oh, wow.
There's a few, Goldie's chair was actually, one of the things that we definitely needed to have as part of, really kind of part of the deal as to buying the house. I wasn't going to separate Goldie from her chair. The family that we had who owned it before knew Goldie and actually had the chair that she died in. So the chair that she passed away in is here in the villa. So
Oh, awesome.
other than that, there was nothing.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I want to throw a picture of the chair up. This is the chair that Jeff's talking about.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
So throw that nice doll on there Michelle loves to look at.
Yeah. Now, what made you guys want to buy this house?
Stephanie.
It's haunted. The only reason we bought the house.
So you knew it was haunted.
Well, it's beautiful, yes, but we weren't in the market to buy a house.
Oh, okay.
So when we were at a different location, we heard that there was a house that was for sale, that was haunted. His response was no. And
It was
then,
more like hell no.
yeah, we could say that.
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
you can say anything you want to.
Yes, you can.
And so,
And her response was, what's the address? Where is it?
yeah, and I was obsessed with it. So the only reason, basically, that's why, because it was haunted. And then he saw the house. He was like, okay.
So when you actually were looking at the house, were you guys, some people say they were drawn to the house. It was something that was calling them. It's not just because it was haunted, but there was like that inner feeling like you had to have it. It was
Yep.
like that nagging feeling. Did you have that?
I did. Yeah, I remember we actually went on a cruise with my brother and my sister-in-law, and I just kept showing them pictures. Like, I love this house. Look at this house. And I kept showing Jeff pictures. Like, look at this room. Look at this room. There was just something about it. It's not like me to go and drive, get out of my car, take pictures of somebody's house because, well, that's just not me. But something about this house, I drove out here, I got out, I was taking pictures. Two of the owners were here, they came out, so they were talking to me. There's something about it. I just couldn't stop talking about
There's
it.
a lot of folks like that, though. A lot of people who buy these types of homes and stuff like that, they're one or the other has this draw to it.
Yes.
And it's almost like the home itself picked you. Like you're supposed to
Somebody else
take
has
care
said
of
that to
it.
me too, yeah.
And you hear that a lot. You get a lot of people who get absorbed in them. And that's all they can think of, no matter what happens. It becomes like a child and you're very protective.
Right.
So to hear you say that, it's like everybody does it. So, and it was you. So
Yeah.
you were chosen to take care of this place.
Yeah, kind of surprising because we really weren't even planning on coming up with we went to the other event, the other location. it was just happenstance that we happened to be coming up here. It was kind of, we hadn't planned it. We just kind of, and she had mentioned that she wanted to come back up here for an investigation, and so I was volunteered to help out. So, like I said, we hadn't planned to come up here at all. And so,
Wow.
and the villa itself, aside from a few, minor events and the previous owners having people over to visit in certain areas of the house was pretty much closed off to the public since 1952.
Oh, wow.
And so
See, I didn't know that.
They did have paranormal events.
they did some small ones, but they were very limited on where people could go and kind of what they could see.
Okay.
And so it was kind of one of those things that it just, it kind of spoke to us. It was kind of like it was reaching out for us to
Help me
Even the
with this.
previous owners, they had mentioned, they're like, you're the right person for this house. We're glad that you bought this house. And they've even come back and they check out what we've done. They send me messages and they're like, we love that room, or they'll send me links to antique places to say that this,
Awesome.
Oh, you get other people that send you to like skull places. and
Yes,
stuff
that's
like
right, yeah.
they've been great. One of the heirs actually lives up the street, and he comes down periodically, and he's reached out to us and let us know if we ever have any issues or anything that we need help with. He's more than happy to lend a hand. So and it's nice. And stuff.
So this I have to ask because I've never asked this. Have either one of you ever had a personal experience prior to all of this? Not this house, but whether you were a child or any time that made it kind of a fascinating thing for you?
Coming from the paranormal realm? Or?
Yeah,
Right.
paranormal realm. I don't think so.
Well, previously we took time to we venture out to.
Who never experienced anything as I know I never experienced anything. I have a friend from like 5th grade, and we both thought we saw a friend of ours that had passed away in Hawaii. Other than that, no. We had gotten married almost 7 years ago, and we decided to go to the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs a few weeks after we got married, and haunted hotel. I thought, okay, this is gimmicky, and these people on this ghost tour are stupid. And I'm like, okay, it's dumb.
So we know how they talk about us when we leave.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
they're just falling for something. But there was something happened in we were on the 3rd floor. There was a noise, which was fine, like 3 in the morning. I thought somebody over at room service, which is what I thought was odd at that hour. We went back a few months later to the Crescent, and we decided to take the ghost tour. They told us a story about a gurney at 3 o'clock in the morning. They would go down the 3rd floor hallway, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, that. And ever since then, I just wanted to go. Like, it's, to me, I explain it like, to me, it's like a roller coaster ride. You get nervous and scared, and it's over with. Like, oh, I want to do it again. So
That's actually a really good example.
Yeah.
That is. I
It
never
is.
think because I think we all do that.
I hate roller coasters.
I was like going to different locations. We try and pick some with some historical significance. I'm always kind of the one that's kind of wandering in the dark. I usually have an infrared camera, and I just kind of, we've gone to Ohio State Reformatory, we've gone to Waverly. I'm usually the guy that's kind of sitting in the back corner that's just kind of,
In the background,
Yeah.
more or less.
hiding out in one of the cells or something. So, and just kind of soaking it in. So,
Yeah.
and I love history, so it kind of, the bill was kind of a match for both of us.
That's awesome.
And this way, we could put all of the things that I liked at different locations into here. Like, here's our house. Spend the night. We're not here. I'm no professional ghost hunter, so I would hate for.
There is none. There is
There is
no
no, yeah.
professional.
I am a professional ghost hunter, but nobody else knows that.
She also does HVAC work,
That's
so
right.
just let her know if you need some help.
Well, as professionals, we're not HVAC, but.
Oh.
But, just an example. So I just like little things that will give coffee and bottled water and sodas, and here's our house, and, little things like that I enjoyed in other places, we can do here.
I think when you go to a lot of historical locations, you've got signs everywhere that says, do not touch this, do not sit on this,
Yep.
Walk in a straight line, make sure you don't, So here, essentially we want people to experience the villa like we do. you know.
Sit on anything.
Like if there was their own home,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
respect it
Right.
because it is your home and not theirs, but they still.
Yes.
But, you know, it's been set up, and we restored it back to original state in the late 1800s. And so essentially when you come to the village, you're stepping back in time.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're, you know, so you get to experience it, you sit on the furniture.
Yeah.
The furniture is also over 100 years old too. And so, but it allows you to kind of soak in a lot of things and experience it much like the McInteers did when they were here back in 1890.
And they actually have indoor plumbing,
Yes.
which is a plus. And look at a lot of words are starting to come up.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
huge thing
Which
when
they
you
didn't
guys.
have.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look at all the hearts coming up. We have
Yeah, it's also, you know, there's heat in the winter. There's AC. Each of the parlor rooms has their own AC. A lot of the locations you go to really have no running water, there's no electricity.
No, they don't.
And some people actually like that. That's,
You know,
but,
it is kind of a plus.
Right,
It is.
yes.
But in the wintertime, your toes get a little cold when you're trying to do some investigating. So when you come here, it's warm, it's cozy.
And I see that Todd's also made a comment that, you know, because he was here during one of your
Right,
events. And Todd's more of our historian and all that, like you are. And he actually made the comment, it's very intriguing. We've never used that name
Right,
over
yeah.
here, but it is intriguing.
It's hard not to use that word here because there's so much history, not just here in the villa, but in Atchison itself. Where
Yeah.
everything seems to be tied together in one way or another. And if you start looking at it, for the most part, everything ties through here.
Yeah.
Everything ties right through this house. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And the more and more we come here, the more and more we dig, the more and more we see these little pieces. And now you get another piece of the puzzle, so we got to go figure that out.
And today we actually were in the cemetery
Yep.
and seeing John McInteer's, you know, site. So we had to take pictures. You know,
Yeah.
normally you hear who had it or they passed away and all this, but then you don't see nothing else. You see some black and white pictures of something and you're like, are you sure that's that person?
Right.
But you guys actually do that kind of stuff. And so when you give the history tour that goes to, and I'm going to tell you guys, this place is not just during the nighttime from 12 to 3. It's actually during the daytime. When you do go into the restroom and different things like that, there's always something going on. So you can tell it's continuous and it's got different layers to it. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, but the owners have done an amazing
Oh,
job.
yes, they have.
So, and there are some people on the comments that have been here that are kind of doing shout outs that have
Very
said
nice.
how great you guys are doing. So
Oh,
I want
thank
to let you
you.
guys know that.
And hopefully they'll come back because it's ever changing. We
Yes.
opened up some new rooms and new parlors that a lot of people haven't seen. So
Yeah, I see Wendy said, Melissa, we need to get
Need
tickets
to
to
book.
stay here.
Yes. Yeah.
So remember, you guys get free T-shirts.
Hello,
Yeah.
book it right now. Here, I'll even throw the links back up here again.
And a lot of people ask me when I give them, they check in, and I will give them a short tour and a brief, what I know about the history so far.
Right.
And they always ask, because I ask whenever I go to a place, what's the most active room and when is it the most active? I can tell you there's something that's happened in every room, any time of the day.
Yep.
Nothing, not 3 in the afternoon. It's anytime.
So we do have a question that's coming out from the comments. Who is more of a screamer, Stephanie or Jeff?
Wait. I do remember a Facebook photo of you sleeping here one night with soundproof earphones.
I do. If I don't want to hear
Yeah.
anything, I will sleep with it. And if I'm here by myself, I will sleep with the headphones on. The second floor, if I'm here by myself and I'm just cleaning, headphones. But there was one evening I remember he was down in the bedroom because he was with our dog, and she doesn't like it. And so I'm upstairs, and it's like 2 in the morning. I'm cleaning, I have the headphones on to tune out any noise, but you can't tune out vibration because some people are right next to you. And then the next day I got on the camera, our security camera. Sure enough, you hear footsteps right next to me, but that's when you can't tune out no matter how loud I put those headphones.
Now, that's another thing that we want to make sure people know. You guys do have cameras around here because
We do.
you want to catch the stuff too.
Yes.
But there's also a live static cam.
Yes.
Right now it's in the attic.
Right now it's
correct?
in the attic. I heard that.
So
Yep.
I'm actually gonna throw that link up there. It's on the Spirit Realm Network, and you can go to it at any time,
Yep.
and you move it around.
I move it
correct?
around. It's been in the basement. It's been in the hallway, which does get a lot of activity. It's been in the doll room, or kids' room. And now it's in the attic. So I move it around. Sometimes I ask people, where do you want it this time?
Yeah,
Next might be the piano room because a lot of people best for that. So
and the thing is, it's been really crazy because when you click on it, there's always something happening. And so, sometimes people, I think, have to sit back and go, is this even real?
It was the walking around that we heard. 'Cause we were
Yes.
last week. You had it up. Has it been in the attic the whole week?
yes, it's been in the attic for about 2 weeks.
So
now.
we were kind of prepping for all this. And
Yeah.
we thought, let's just go take a look. And you could hear just somebody's, and it was going in different directions. But that's more than one person walking around up there.
It's crazy.
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Do you respond to some of these people? I see that
What you got?
Lisa's saying hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
and
Hi,
if you
Lisa.
guys say it, yeah, if you see somebody, Kimberly, hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
What up?
Now, do you guys have a favorite room in this house?
Oh. Do you have a favorite room?
That would be your most favorite that you like
I
to
think
be
he knows what favorite.
I don't know. I think the probably the new library. It was,
Dang it, I have a picture of that one.
it originally was when we first moved in. It was our bedroom, but then we converted to the library because it was extremely active, which was kind of funny when we first moved in. I was not really accustomed to a lot of that kind of stuff. And so in the middle of the night when you're hearing the footsteps, and you're hearing the creaking, and you're hearing the doorknobs turn, it's really hard to sleep. And the hair on the back of your neck will stand up. And so we were, at the time we didn't really have a lot of the history that we had now learned a lot about the villa. So we've since opened up that the library because there is some significance to it, which we'll explain later as to why we did that and why people need to really experience it and get a chance to see it and do some investigation work in that area because there's some historical stuff that is in that room.
Say, I don't really have a favorite room, but I.
You have a
second
least
floor.
favorite?
No, not a least favorite either. Well, this is
When
the
you
kitchen.
hear the
That's just
village,
because it's the kitchen. But who wants to be in the kitchen? But I think the whole second floor, hands down, the second floor. It doesn't matter which room. It's just, I'm not uncomfortable in the attic. I'm not uncomfortable in the basement. I'm uncomfortable in the second floor. There's just, I don't know. There's just something. Like, I try to explain, it's you don't hear anything or you don't see anything, but you can feel something just in your personal space.
Yeah,
It's just
and
like,
you should feel that because
Yeah.
and that's where you guys have the coffee. So,
yes.
and for some reason, I can't seem to get down the stairs fast enough because I feel like something's right behind me starting to want me just to go. And, and I don't want to look. I'm staying like that.
Just like last night we were here, before Jeff and I went home, I was on the second floor and I heard footsteps coming towards me. And so I came downstairs to see if anyone was upstairs. Then he went to the second floor and he heard footsteps and he came down to see if anyone was walking around.
Yeah.
So we both heard
I thought
footsteps.
Drew came upstairs. And
Yeah, and so it was that kind of thing that just makes me a little, makes you walk a little faster.
Well, I do want to do one quick shout out. And again, and let everybody know, we are at the McInteer Villa. These are our wonderful sponsors that we talk about every week. We want to make sure that tonight what we're doing is if you go onto their link and you make sure that you say you've seen it tonight, you get free t-shirts when you come to the event. And I think we got a lot of people on the phones that are booking places right now. So Alan has joined us too. Alan has been here to the villa.
Yep.
If everybody just take a minute, it is Alan's birthday today. We just wish him a happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Jimmy sing.
Yeah, go for it. They sing here too, I guess.
She's singing opera too.
Todd, actually, in the library, I know they do have a chess set. I think you actually posted a picture of putting that last
I did.
book in.
Yes.
We are going to be doing some live in that room tonight. So what we're actually going to be doing, I want to make sure we kind of throw it out a couple times.
Definitely.
After the show at 10 o'clock, we are actually going to have our bait, Jeff, who's going to do.
Oh, we should have told him.
doing
Wait,
the-
Jeff, don't tell Jeff, okay?
He's going to be doing the Gansfeld experiment in the doll room, and that will be going live.
Hold up, I gotta find that picture. And you guys don't think it's a doll room?
It is a doll room.
Holy- What?
Yeah.
So if no one knows what that experiment is, he's gonna be blindfolded. He's gonna be all his senses will be gone.
Y'all, he's gonna be in there with this.
Oh, look at her. Him.
Or him, whatever it is,
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And actually, we'll have the white noise and everything, and we're going to take all his senses away and just kind of see what's happening. So we want you guys to tune in. You'll be able to see it here on the Spirit Realm Network. You'll be able to go on their Facebook page to follow it. And you'll also be able to go on the Riverside, Iowa Paranormal page too. Ethan is on.
Ethan, what's up, buddy?
He's here, man. He's saying hi to all of you guys. And of
Ethan,
course,
you want to take my place?
and of course, Todd thinks you rock, Jeff. So you got super
You missed
fans.
it, Todd.
So now we're gonna ask a couple more questions. I know we keep going around, but
That
there's
is
so
fun.
many
There's so
different-
much stuff here to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you start? Where do you stop?
Well, what are your visions for the house for in the future? I mean,
Um,
say bed and breakfast. She does
Our
know.
vision is
Yeah,
for John
vision is-
McInteer to rise up out of the grave.
Yeah.
oh,
I'm out. See ya.
we don't need candles for that.
I think that what I don't know if we've talked about it, maybe, but
Have you told him yet?
Yeah.
no bed and breakfast, I will say.
Okay, so
Yeah, and that for no bed and breakfast.
Could not a hayback room. Is that how you say it?
What?
What? The HVAC. Yes.
I thought you called it a hayback room. I'm like,
She
I got
got
questions.
I went instead of H.
Hey, it's a
Hey. Hayback.
I think it's different kinds of events because it is large enough for. I think I described it to somebody. It's large enough for an event of, say, a different kind of baby shower, wedding shower, or
that would be
maybe
awesome.
Or it's also small enough. I don't say small enough, but it's 5,200 square feet for 2 people to investigate it. So we can do a lot of things with it. Right now, it's like a year and a half, so we're still.
Have you ever thought about having a wedding here?
We have thought about it. Yes. Yes.
I'll shoot you a deal. You book this place for a wedding. We're ordained.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
We'll come back and we'll do your marriage for nothing.
Nice.
right.
I like
So-
it. I like it.
Nice.
Sold.
So there you go. Just
There you go.
get a hold of them, book the house, you're gonna use it for the wedding itself. Right here. I think it's awesome to come down
those
those
stairs.
stairs and go right in.
Yep.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
See, look at
We'll
this.
marry you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now I'm
And
just pissed because you're married. Let's kiss your list party.
Yeah, that's yeah. Somebody called me about 2 weeks ago and asked if they could take photos here. So she had this, she's a photographer and she just wanted to have this as backdrop or setting and have like
wow.
families book
Oh,
like one
wow.
day to like back to back a bunch of
Oh,
photos.
yeah.
I've had some, I haven't had them done, but there were boudoir shoots here.
Oh, see,
wow.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Just-
Yeah.
So just different things this house.
We're
makes
ordained.
Well,
Yeah, possibilities.
We
yeah,
can help.
possibilities. We, I mean, anything really. We had a haunted birthday party.
See, I like that.
We've had murder mysteries here.
So, Julie, I know Ethan's got a birthday party that he's going to need. This would be a great place for you to book, get free t-shirt, and give him his birthday party in a haunted location. He would love you forever. It's very true.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're really kind of cool, actually.
I know, now I'm thinking, okay, we got a show to go.
I know. Okay.
Okay.
See, my brain goes one way,
Kelly.
can't keep
Look at
going.
all the love. We're getting lots of love. I like the love.
Hi, Lisa.
I actually do have a question. What was the toughest thing you guys had to deal with? And don't, since we've started coming here, there's been massive changes. There used to be
Right.
this carpet everywhere. And what you guys have done with it has been amazing. It's a beautiful. What's been the biggest challenge?
Really,
Like,
I think the biggest challenge is just, I mean, we kind of wanted to restore everything all at once. So I think really the biggest challenge has just been kind of to, you know, put the brakes on a little bit and kind of just make sure that we you know, work on different little projects at a time. At the same time, we're trying to make sure that we're making the house available to different groups and who want to book it, different investigative you know, teams as they're finding out about the villa, and give them opportunity to come and, you know, because, you know, even though the last thing they want to do is to come and investigate while, you know, there's paint buckets and everything else, you know, around. So
Very true.
so we have to make sure that when we do stuff, it's kind of like, you know, we're, you know, who is it? Geppetto, you know, kind of we do our work, and then, you know, we kind of make sure that we kind of disappear in the middle of the night, so that when the groups come, it looks as though we were never here.
And it, I guess, you know, it does seem like we've had it longer than a year and a half, but we've done something to every room.
Yes.
So a lot has been
Yes,
done
we have.
in a year and a half. And we've only been doing overnights for a year. So if I look back at old pictures, I'm like, we actually have done a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It seems longer than
Yeah.
that because of what you guys have accomplished.
You know, I ripped up the carpet and had to redo the floors. But
She did.
myself.
As she was doing, you know, her HVAC work on.
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
done a lot.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun.
Have you found anything in the house where you're like ripping up floors or doing this? Have you found anything, hidden room,
No.
coins, papers that just don't make sense, or any kind of markings or anything?
Well, about a month ago, Jeff came upstairs. He was in the basement, and he came upstairs and he said, just walked right past me and said, a key just showed itself. I'm like, what?
Oh, I remember you guys
And
telling that
he-
story. Yeah.
And he said, like there's a key down in the kind of still in the floor downstairs in the basement, one of the rooms. So I went down there, and sure enough, there's a little key that was appearing
To the concrete?
through
Well,
the
no,
dirt floors, but it's compacted dirt floors, so it's not just like it's not loose.
Yeah,
But we
it's
were there. We were down there the night before, and
Didn't see
So
anything.
it's there.
we have been down in the room down in the basement so many times that it's strange that little things like that would appear.
Well, you did your research on the key, and it was from a lock company that was from the late 1800s up to what,
The early 1900s.
yeah,
So
1921 was the time span of when that lock company was in. So that,
Oh, wow.
so we're finding little things. You know, that key would have been from,
Mhm.
you know, within 70, 80 years old maybe, but it's little things like that. You know,
Any locks that you think it might go to in the house, or?
well, it was in the room, one of the only rooms left that has an actual door. You can see where there was a padlock
and
on that
it's a
door.
key that's
Okay.
a small key that was for a padlock.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
wow. Yeah.
little things like that. But
What did they keep locked in that room? That's going to be our next question, and we're going to go down there later on and find out, hopefully.
Well, and we keep talking about, you know, how beautiful this is. People can see it live. But I think isn't between September and October, if people just want to come and tour the house,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
And so they just come here. What were the hours again?
12 to 2
Okay.
and 2 to 4.
Yeah.
They can
2 hours
just, and it's self-guided, but Jeff and I are always here for questions. He answers history questions, I'll answer paranormal questions. They can just purchase a ticket at the door, $10.
$10. So, you know, if you're not sure that you know, want to book a whole thing right away, I mean, at least come and do the tour. I mean, so in other words, they're not going to hold your hand and tell you you can't touch the railing as you're walking up the stairs. $10. I mean, that's amazing.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
We've
That's,
also started something new. For 10 people, we will do a 2-hour tour for $150. I'll give you a quick walkthrough of the house, and then we'll leave you to the house, and that's including the basement. Because the self-guided tours, that does not include the basement.
okay.
Basement's off limits. But if you do the 2-hour tour for 10 people, $150, that will include all 4 floors, and we actually will leave, and you can have the house to yourself for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So 30-minute tour, history, and then hour and a half.
Why
yourself.
wouldn't anyone not want to do that? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
No,
amazing.
no.
Yeah, so you can actually come and do, you know,
Yeah.
teams will come or individuals can come and get a brief little historical and
Yeah.
some paranormal stuff for that first 30, 40 minutes. And then once we leave, then you can set up your paranormal equipment and things like that. And kind of have a kind of a small little investigation if you want to. We also encourage people when they come on the tour that they can bring obviously their phones and cameras and take pictures of things. They can also some of the phones have like newer apps on them for EMS and EVP type stuff. People are welcome to do that. They can bring KT meters, things like that. We don't necessarily want people to have sessions like in the parlors because there'll be people coming and going. There'll be a lot of interference of just kind of the word, but a lot of people coming and going that can give false readings and stuff. So, but other than that, we want to keep people to come. When they do the tour, also since we're both going to be there, it's a lot of fun really because you get a chance to meet. We've got a lot of people from. That's how we met Rhonda, believe it or not. So we get a lot of people from Atchison will come and partake in the tour. And so as we're giving historical tours, people will kind of join in. It's kind of like group discussions about things.
And if they were on the tour last year, a lot has changed since then. So come back.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Well, I know
we've got
a lot of
another
stuff
room.
changed.
And
well, that was the last time we were here. You didn't. The library was across from where it was
Right.
now, and then when we got here yesterday, it's like, wow.
completely different.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, but it looks awesome though.
Yes,
It
it's-
really does.
It's
And
been-
yes, Todd, the chairs are sturdy. I'm sitting in one.
So, and when they go to your link, now, does the link explain, like, if they could do an overnight or a tour and stuff, does it have that broke down?
And
Or
it may not have the 2-hour tour on there yet because that's something new we just started not so long ago.
but they'll be able
But
to
it will
contact
talk about
you?
it gives information on how to contact. They can send a message through there. My phone number's on there, email, and it does give information on the overnights.
Yeah, so if they like us on Facebook or Instagram, they can get information, get the links to if they have any questions on anything, definitely don't hesitate to contact. Stephanie is, she would probably call you back before you put the phone down. She's
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
very good.
yeah.
It is funny because somebody called me about a week ago at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. I called them back and they were like, "Whoa, you called back?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we want people
Because
to come to Villa.
I want people to come.
Yeah, we're as excited about
Dom
it
joined us.
as everybody
Dom,
else.
what's up, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Minnesota. They're part of our team too on the Minnesota
Nice.
side.
So my Minnesota accent.
Your Minnesota accent's
Minnesota.
doing good. So let's go. What I would like to do is go into some of the pictures that we have
All right.
and just have you guys kind of explain, what has been changed there, or just little snippets about it, so people can kind of
I
see.
should have started right in the living room.
Yeah. Okay, and I want to say hi to everybody
Hello.
that's
Hi.
joined us so far.
This would be what we call Goldie's parlor.
Okay.
Goldie passed away in this room. You can't see her rocking chair; it's around the corner. But so what we've done in this room, we really didn't do a lot of. I'm trying to think. We painted the put chandeliers in all the furniture we brought in, and
This view is actually from as if you're sitting in
Goldie's
Goldie's
chair.
chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
right. Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
she actually passed away. If you to the right, that chair
the
was kind of
fireplace.
to the right of the fireplace is kind of where she had
Right,
passed
right
away.
Over here.
Right there.
So her chair used to sit right there.
right,
Right.
there. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's a back to the chair.
Oh, it's a dining room. Look, we're all just sitting.
This.
I'm actually going to have you I want you to explain this.
Okay. Well, he.
It's creepy.
I'm gonna say hello, Debbie, in case you were watching this. She sent me a message and said, "I'm thinking road trip." This was on a Facebook page.
Marketplace, like
Yes, and that said haunted, human hair, late 1800s. I mean, who doesn't
Did y'all hear that? Human hair.
Yeah.
Look.
human hair? And I just love her him. Yep. But she just wanted a case. Activity has kind of picked up with her. He's
She's definitely stirred some stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
moves.
Yes.
We have jumped. We have shook. it doesn't move. You sit next to it and get in that space, it moves.
And it seems like the smile gets
It does
really
seem
more
like it.
bigger.
I do have a picture of the marionette with the mouth closed, and like 2 hours later, just took another picture, and it's open. And I can stomp next to it, and it's not gonna.
That-
It
we've
might
done all
vibrate a
that.
little bit, but it's not gonna open. And it's or sometimes it's up, and then it's down this way, and that's when Jeff's like, "Yeah, I'm out," because
Well,
the key broke
well,
off
how-
inside her lock, and I don't know how it did it because they're pretty strong keys. But we had to get another key and we locked it up. But for a while there, she wasn't locked, but it's pretty firm to close it.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
I got a notification on my phone saying motion in the kids' room,
Yeah, we went
and the
there.
case had opened up on its own.
Nice.
Yeah, she actually opened the case, and it was kind of pretty eerie, because there was nobody in the house at all at the time. It was probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when she got that notification, so.
So what would you guys do? You were here, sleeping one night and stuff, and all of a sudden, this thing just comes walking in the room and like, hey, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Walking
We're
through-
gonna hear them scream from Iowa.
Then, okay,
Yeah.
then who would scream? Which one?
Well,
I don't know.
I'd be
That's a good
out.
question.
I'd be down the road.
He
Probably.
did say that if he sees anything, I better run fast or be in the car because
Yeah.
he will leave me.
And then you better make sure you got both have your own car.
Yeah,
That's
that
right,
kind
yeah.
of exceeds the marriage vows, yeah.
Yeah. We do say though, once we're in our room, when we do spend the night here, once the door is locked, you're on your own. Like if you're dying of thirst, he
Yeah.
won't go get me water.
No.
He's like, no, door's locked, you're on your own.
Yeah, she's got
And he
to go.
needs it because
Yeah.
sometimes I will put the headphones on and my headphones were in the kitchen and he's like, no, you're on your own.
But,
And I had to go get them myself, and I didn't want to.
And you've stayed here alone by yourself.
Yes, yep, I have, and
I haven't.
he has not, and he won't.
You won't.
And I can only stay in the villa probably for maybe 2 nights tops. It's just way too much activity. And it's not that it's I'm not sure how you phrase it, a scary demonic type of con. It's just that it's so
Busy.
overwhelming as far as being busy and interactive. Like I said, you always feel like there's somebody watching you. I mean, you have to remember that the number of families who lived and died here in the villa. 1925 to 1951, it was a boarding house. Many small families, even though they had their own individual rooms, it was still a kind of a communal type of. They shared communal areas for eating and things like that. And so a lot of small kids running, throughout the house, back then. And so you get that same experience now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's funny,
Wow.
like he will, when he leaves, it picks up.
Oh yeah. you
I
can
mean,
tell.
last week I was, okay, I've been here a handful of times with myself. Out of that handful of times, I'd say about 2 or 3, I'm like, I'm out. I'm leaving because I'm just very uncomfortable. And last week was one of them. We had some guests coming the next night, so I was just vacuuming, cleaning up, and lots and lots of noises. And I'm like, okay, you're a professional. You can do this. And it just got so uncomfortable, I just dropped the vacuum. I'm like, I'm out. I'm going.
So do you think the activity really starts revving up more when you have something booked and guests
Oh,
are
yeah.
coming? So
Yeah.
like it knows ahead of
Yeah.
time?
But I do also talk to whatever.
She did do that talk. But yeah, you can definitely tell that you got to remember, the house was really kind of off limits to people aside from the Girardi's immediate family since 1952, and so that's a long span.
They did tell me that, but they did have paranormal events, and the 4 children said that they noticed activity picking up when there was a group.
Why did you end live video?
He did, and it's just
Still going? That's okay. She's just been drinking a little. It's all right.
They noticed activity when a group was here, and then, like, maybe if whoever is in the house kind of just stands back and wants to know who's in their house, which somebody had actually had reported saying, "Why are you all in my house?" And so maybe they just stand back. Sometimes I think they're just quiet. When people leave, like a big group leaves, I think that maybe it does get active then too.
Yeah, but I think now that they're getting so used to, like last week we were doing some work, trying to get the library going, and doing some work in there, and we had stopped that we had a group coming in for both Friday and Saturday, And so once we started to, vacuum and get things cleaned up and kind of get things put away, you could definitely feel the energy starting to rise and starting to get activity. I left a little bit early and she was still finishing up and she was getting, you could hear footsteps, upstairs. You could hear the sounds of things rustling, doors opening.
The
doorknobs.
shower, not shower,
Yeah.
I was talking to my son on the phone. I'm like, there's a lot of noise in the dining room besides in the kitchen. And like the curtain behind over here fell, and like the curtain rod came out and sat in like the.
So
That is the
position.
weirdest thing. So
Yes.
if you picture a curtain rod going straight across, and it's a 2-part rod that slides. That probably bad. That slides into each other.
So you do it again.
All right. But it fell, and one piece came completely out of the curtain rod. And if it falls at an angle, it's going to go away.
Right.
It's just like it fell, turned, and landed straight.
And then it's
Yeah.
straight,
Yeah,
yes.
actually
And
dismantled
then
it.
and the curtain was just kind of draped along the back of the love seat.
It's like somebody had taken it off, put that down, and then draped it over.
Yes.
Wow.
So it was.
Stop, Amanda.
It was like that. That was the evening
Hi, Amanda.
I chose to head home.
So I really want to get to this picture because I think this is one of the coolest pictures that you guys have in here. If you look around right now around all of us, there's an extreme amount of woodwork and beautiful woodwork. But this picture to me is one, that stairwell and that floor and the designing that went into that and just the craftsmanship that's in there. Number one, you don't find this anymore.
Right.
Now, can you explain one piece two pieces to us? Number one, there's been some rumors that people have talked about that you found that dress in the house.
That's not correct. No.
Okay.
My mom actually came the day after I closed on the house, and she brought this as a birthday gift. And the house.
Do you know any of the history on that dress?
No, she bought it in an antique store in Arizona. And so.
And then
We don't know
someone had asked the question about the dead cat.
We honestly we didn't know Goldie, but we were told that she had a lot of cats.
Okay.
And so
The cat
that
lady.
The cat lady.
meow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's why the cat is still there.
Oh, that's
because
funny.
past Halloween and lots of people there's stuff. We did leave the cat out because it just seemed to go with Goldie.
Actually, pull that picture back up if you would.
You bet.
Is it? This is probably when we purchased the house. I've always been kind of very skeptical about a lot of paranormal activity. Nothing really ever experienced.
Yeah.
I never experienced anything. But I was definitely extremely open to it. I found that this is probably one of the only. Well, this is the room where I experienced any type of paranormal activity for the first time. I was actually there's a chandelier that is into it, and I was working on that chandelier. It was probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was finishing up, and I could hear there was a very faint, but it was a lady's voice. She actually complimented me on the chandelier. She said, that looks nice. It was very faint,
So he knew it wasn't me.
yeah,
Because
it was
quiet.
It was pretty.
it looks like that's crooked.
It was kind of neat because I hadn't really ever experienced anything like that, but I knew what I heard, and so I turned around and tried to dispel it a little bit, but I just kind of soaked it in. A lot of things, especially with the villa, that's happened. With me, it's just I kind of just it's just things I can't explain, and so I kind of just kind of what I leave it as is things that I just can't explain. But probably 2 months later in that same area, coming down the stairs in that same location. I got a strong whiff of like a lilac lady's perfume. It was almost like it was sprayed right in my face.
Oh, wow.
It was that strong, and and I tried
Yeah,
to.
suitor.
I tried to
Yeah.
dispel it. I tried to dispel it, and find out what it was, but it dissipated within about a foot, and I couldn't find it. Again, I haven't smelled it again, but it was right in that same area. And we've had paranormal teams who have caught shadow figures going up and down that stairwell.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It's kind of neat because I tell a lot of things. You tell somebody I heard a voice or I smelled this. You can't really, you don't really have evidence other than me telling that. So it's kind of neat when paranormal teams will get actual physical evidence
Yes.
of a voice or of a shadow figure or things like that in the exact same area that reinforces what I experienced.
Now,
So-
on the other side of that picture, if you turn around from where that picture was taken, you'll see this
Yeah.
right there in that corner. Now, one of our biggest things that we've had
Yeah.
was the voices coming from that corner right there.
Oh, wow.
So when that very first time we were down here,
Yeah.
we got the voice of the little boy who wanted to play. It was from that corner. It was in that little
Well,
corner there. So.
And the crazy thing is, you were talking about smelling perfume. Last night, coming down that step, right in that area where he was talking about the chandeliers and the dress, I think it was Drew and a couple, and you and a couple other people smelled whiskey, like whiskey. Even Rhonda did, like, whiskey from like a barrel or something.
Yeah.
And it was right in that area, and it was pretty strong.
Yeah.
And then it just
Yeah.
kind of disappeared.
Yeah,
Well,
people. Go ahead.
Today, I don't know if I was in the kitchen or where I was at, but somebody called my name. So
Yeah.
I thought it was Michelle. So I went in and asked, did you call my name? No. I asked everybody else. They go, no. So I don't know. I mean, it was plain as day. It's clear.
It's crazy that there was a time I was here with a friend, and Jeff and his friend Greg went to some pizza. And my friend Julie and I were upstairs, and we thought they were home with pizza. We go down the hallway, and plain as day, we heard Jeff say, "Hey, we're here," and they were 3 blocks away. And it's the strangest thing that it's so clear. Like I could be in the shower upstairs and hear Jeff say, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey," but he's not mowing. Like,
So whose idea was it to paint the door red?
Oh,
oh, whose? Well, he thought it would be a good idea. He did. I just painted it. But
it's your idea.
But-
It's really good.
it was something
It was a good
different, and it was between the attic door or the door to the basement, and it just didn't seem appropriate to paint a basement door red because it just doesn't so they're going down the
Yeah. So you're gonna go up to
right, and it was just, I don't know, just something like this behind the door. I don't know, but I've never felt uncomfortable in the attic until I painted the door. Whatever,
Really?
it did not like it. Our dog was pushed off a chair.
You had an experience like that when you were physically painting something.
It was. I was
really
actually,
not like
like on, so it wasn't FaceTime, it was something similar to that with my friend Jennifer, who's here somewhere. And I said, something's going on. I mean, she was listening to the whole time. I'm like, something's going on. I'm very uncomfortable. And
wow.
whatever it was, didn't like it.
Right.
Wow, they didn't like it painting it red.
I kept painting it though.
So like on
I
your
think
guys'
so.
Facebook page and stuff like that, since you do have cameras and you catch a lot of things, do you post some stuff on there so people can actually look at it and kind of see it too?
I do. I don't want to, well, I try to post as much as I can, but I don't want people thinking, oh, the owner's posting again. Then
There's a lot of evidence we don't post.
There-
Because
well, I
we can
know.
flood that Instagram and Facebook with
Right.
evidence. There's so much activity.
And there are some things that I posted that I've taken down. I'm hungry. I look at you like I understand debunking. I totally get it. He's one of them. I mean, he debunks almost everything I
People
say.
get that. They can be a little mean.
Right. Yes. And so there are things that I've taken down because I'll know. I mean, I won't post unless I am 100% for sure.
Yeah.
This is what it is, and even as yeah. So.
But when you guys go here, like you said, she feels comfortable, but the attic does have issues.
The attic
Yeah.
is yes.
The basement does too, but it's been lately more the attic.
Yes,
Um,
and the kids room. We did get a crazy voice about I don't know a month and a half ago that
Oh yeah.
I did post it because and he was even saying you may not want to post that because it's too clear
Yeah.
Oh
and no one will believe
Yeah.
you. So I did post it, but when it answered my question and then called
Yeah.
me a name and the most evil laugh I think I've ever heard.
Wow.
I actually had listened to it and I thought.
Oh, I sent it
wow.
to you first before I
Yeah.
even posted it. Yes.
She sent it to me and I'm
Yes.
listening and I'm like, okay, this
I
can't
actually
be.
said, was Jeff there? And I'm like, I thought it was just you.
And me.
And then I actually gave it to Todd.
Mhm.
And I'm like, Todd, you gotta listen to this. This sounds weird.
Yeah.
And it was just you guys.
It was just
here.
us. I listened to my son, and he goes, "That's one of your friends saying something." I'm like, "It's not." I gave him 2 different angles, and he was like, "Okay, that's not okay."
But it like, you guys are loud.
Yes.
Okay, and
I
then
mean, I'm not.
In a good way.
I'm not.
No, in a good way. But what I'm saying is, when you caught that voice actually was louder than you
Yes.
guys were.
Right.
Yep.
Like it wanted to be heard.
Yes.
And that's what I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Yes.
So,
It was a male sounding voice. There was all women there. There weren't any any men in the house at all.
So things like that. Yes, I posted. We have a door that opens up quite a bit. I will post every once in a while about the door because
well, it
They
was
don't
great
think
because you
like
did
you
one with your dog. That
Yes.
the dog opened it. And you could say,
Yeah.
oh, this is not
this is not paranormal. Yeah.
But that actually
Dog turned, it's like, nope.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But that's the personality you guys have put into the home. You know, your energy in here, and that's what makes it that way. And I know you were talking about something else that was sent to you that me and Kelly were actually here, and it actually
Yes.
kind of scared me.
I haven't posted it, but
I think you need to post it
I'll post
because
It scared
it
me.
was something that
I still get chills.
I get chills because I didn't catch it. But me and Kelly were actually walking through the doorway talking. Nothing was heard, and it was picked up.
It was picked.
And it was that evil, and it almost reminded me what like the clip that you sent. Like it was that same type of voice.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
I'll
this is-
post after we get off here.
Yeah, and everybody listened to the post. It was one that we've all listened. We've sent it to different places, and these are actually.
I just held on to it because I didn't know should I post it, should I not post it, but I'll post it because it's just thinking about it kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
And on that note, and you can hear the chimes in the background, we are pretty much, we're getting really close to being out of time here. But remember, in 1 hour,
1
at
hour.
10 o'clock,
We're tying him up.
10 o'clock, we are going to be going live on 3 different locations. I suppose I should do down here in my shirt so they can actually see, because up here it doesn't show anything. We're going to go on 3 different locations, and here, this is the last time I'm going to do this right now. Here are the 3 different locations we are going to go live on. There's the hot links right there. You can go to any one of those: Spirit Realm Network, Riverside, Iowa Paranormal, or Rhonda on our Constantly page right there in the middle. We will be live running around here. We're going to start off with an experiment with Jeff first, but now you got to keep watching and try to figure out, what did Stephanie need to post?
Yeah.
We want to thank you guys very much for
Thank
allowing us
you
to be
so
here
much.
all
Thank
weekend. This has
you.
been amazing.
Yeah.
There's so much history. We could talk for a couple more hours.
Oh, well, maybe we'll have to come back and do a part 2.
We
Thanks,
need
yeah.
to, yes.
Maybe,
It's,
yeah.
McInteer Villa and a glass of wine.
yeah.
Woo!
Wine and spirits.
Yeah.
Wine and spirits right here.
Spirits.
You know, what people need to understand, we've had, she's found 10 confirmed deaths, here in the villa, one being a suicide. A lot of history, many different families who have lived here, so a lot of documented history, here in the villa. So.
All right, everybody, we want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sticking around with us. Everybody that's out there watching. Jeff and Stephanie, again, thank you very much for allowing us to be here all weekend. Kelly, Michelle, Drew, everybody in the background, Spirit Realm Network, thank you guys very much. Hey, guys.
1 hour.
1 hour, we'll be back, and we will definitely see you in the dark. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
We're both like.